likely have to rotate some defenders over just in case this is a B play.
Shazam down as well means for any potential retake, it's just going to be rough without that recon. A lot of utility being spent over towards A currently, and that's a spike being planted. So back we come, Sentinels. They know it's not B.
And look at the lineup too. You've got the barrier orb blocking off this plant just from showers, and beyond that, Dapper can try to clear space with that toxic screen. Stops the first one forward, gets the counter trade. But now it's just down to can they actually win the gunfights when they matter most. Mitch trying to hide into a poison cloud, and largely no successful kills whatsoever. Not the greatest flash we've ever seen from Poised. That'll be the end of him. And Sentinels, nice retake.
And Zombs has Hookah really locked down as well. I mean, look at all the stars over there. Currently, Leaf is going to try and get entry over towards elbow side of things. It's actually clear for now. Shazam's moved away. Zom still has window though. As long as Zom has Hookah, this is a big threat.
Able to lock down the first shots. Also sees Poised stuck behind the container, but Poised exiting away does find a trade. So 4v4 we go. Kills starting to come through on the retake though in favor of Sentinels. The post plant setup for Cloud9 Blue will be stacked over toward the god in the back, of which Zeta is able to find one. The power for Sentinels are fully here. The kills are coming through. Mitch, the last one left alive, forced to go to the reload. No chance to get any more eliminations beyond that.
At this point, Sentinels will have 3. Now going to start dropping down. Some of these stars, dimensional rift being played. Poised going all the way to the backside.
He's going to find a lot of information off this, but again, there's not a lot of interactions that are favoring Cloud9. It's a 3-for-2 exchange favoring the defenders. Sick still has the showstopper, pushes that one out for an elimination. Mitch trying to find trades, but can only walk away with one. So
that's unless maybe if Mitch gets spotted and the spike is still in there. 40 seconds roughly remaining, so there's time to play with. They could even cancel here. They can go quiet and force Sentinels to rotate, but here we go straight intense to the Empress, getting a bunch of kills. It's actually Sick picking up 3 so far. And Poised responded any kind of way. It's 2 versus 2. Dapper will be there. Round goes the way of Sentinels, and we got 7-0.
The counter will be there from the Owl drone offensively. Poised trying to make an early call, but 10 still from this back angle. In the defensive side, its screens has been free. The gravity well comes through. You thought Zombs maybe gets a lineup, but
the dismiss
still finds one. The dismiss is able to keep one alive. 10-3 takes the fight. Now the overheal. Floppy stuck in a corner, nowhere to go. And Sentinels, they might need to reconsider why this map is not in their pool and played more often. Zeta on SMG. Shazam again can read the information, and he's quick to throw out utility if required. The help is just so quick to get here.
Oh, what?
Leaf will find a one-tap just as the Nebula was starting to envelop this front end of Hookah. Now Sick has rotated in, and Leaf actually is able to find another. So now the flash comes through. Poised on the way forward. Nice one-tap here, and looking good for a Drifty, but Dapper is in the way, finds 3. Leaf does the same. Showstopper comes right through. 10's able to respond. Now the dismiss gets the information on Floppy. Wants to take the angle. Even jump shotting with the classic, maybe just to find the last shot. Clear comes through, but Floppy peeks wide. And the Thrifty's good from Cloud9 to get on the board for the first time.
And we're just training ultimate for ultimate here.
Yeah.
The Viper Spit gone though. Actually, it might be because you had Dapper kind of leave for a little bit. So yeah, the Viper Spit has fallen at this stage. That's not bad for Cloud9 at all. Poised to go down in 10s and once more dismisses away. Sentinels are here. Cloud9 Blue trying to commit to this one. Starting to lose a bit of time, and they can't walk into sight at all. They can't even plant. All their members are dead. It's just down to Floppy. The couple of stars. 1 versus 4, not really looking the best.
Just winning their one. Sentinels time and time again. Dapper for 1, 10s for 1.
Getting shocked out as well. Gate crash is pretty deep though. Poised is in. Poised wants to get really aggro.
He could blow this play up. I mean, nobody knows that he's in this position. Zombs checking. He does get sideswiped, but you still have these defense members with weapons over through long. Sick will find 1 elimination on his re-entrance from the front. Poised trying to respond, not going to do it. So the trades are decent for Cloud9 Blue. Weapons will be collected just for Mitch for now, who does have the ability to use a resurrection if required, but not an opportunity to use it just based on where his friends have perished.
Cosmic Divide comes down, but Dapper's beating the timing, so Dapper's actually in front of the Cosmic Divide, can come through from Labs, and he's going to get taken down by Mitch, the only member of Cloud9 that actually had a gun. We'll take down Dapper on the flank. Sick now on his lonesome, 1 versus 3. Now Mitch is quite low. Doesn't look like he's got a heal just yet, so Mitch still on 16. No chance for a res on this side of the map. Both bodies of Cloud9 are over towards B. So Sick, can we isolate some 1v1s? First up towards the right is going to be Floppy. Angles there.
He does get the
check.
check.
To get this one. He needs to get this.
Second blast pack coming out, but help has arrived. Even though Sick finds 1, Mitch there for the assistance, and a Thrifty comes by.
Off-dimensional rift, not the gate crash. A couple members from Sentinels, in fact, quite a few, trying to walk down, fighting the timing of Zeta. They thought that was safe because the slow orb, but it's not. I mean, Mitch slows long, and still you have Sentinels walking down.
Mitch will try to go right into the resurrection. Shazam clearing out through hookah, trying to get this understeer to find anything. Dapper flash, but finds elimination before the effect largely takes away his vision. Now up to zombs. We'll see players crossing and does catch Floppy just before they can make way into the teleporter. So it will be a 2v3 situation. Spike an opportunity to be planted here, but the gravity well gets used at the absolute perfect time from Zombs. Mitch now taken down just to 23 HP. Well, he's actually been decayed, so an opportunity to regenerate some of that health. And it's a 1v2 now as he finds the first on the Dapper. And yep, I was just about to say the TP is free for him to use, and that's exactly what will happen. Gravity well will lock him in place for a little bit, but he should still be able to get this spike planted.
See how much heal he can get. The problem is he's not going to plant here. Doesn't trust the timing. We'll get the time of the Zombs. Maybe that's more important. Getting the kill for the 1v1.
30 seconds left.
And possibly another TP. Ring around the rose speed. No! And Sick finds the angle. No! It's only been like 2 times, I believe, that Cloud9 have actually planted at round number 1 on the pistol and the round 3. Beyond that, it's all come down to frags. Leaks down early again. His first death stat's not going to be looking great today. Ken's just walking on through. This pistol's already looking pretty fire. Zeta, though, has something to say about it. 2 kills.
And Floppy's recovered hookah all of a sudden. Mitch is trying to work his way over. The doors closed at a perfect moment for Zeta as he found himself the 2 eliminations to get us to a 3v3.
We've swapped sides. This is like Sentinels are defending again. We really, gone the other way just yet? Sentinels get a defend B. Spike's been planted their way. Stick is quite low, though. There's been a couple of frags going both sides. That's just the 1v2, but 6 on 4 HP.
And Floppy does get tagged up. He was on 100 health, but the shots from the backside from Dapper make this about an even fight. Health pool wise and Sick just around the back. Never expected. Floppy falls and Sentinels. Screen is positioned for this potential offensive hit over towards A. You've got Mitch trying to watch this with a Marshall. Star will actually take care of that as the Nebula will block his line of sight. Screen goes down. Boombot goes out. Zombs moves forward. Not going to find too much with this. Floppy holding outside of Lambs. Will find one. Will get himself a second. That's the spike carrier down. And the last hope is a 5 health member of Dapper who's still trying to rotate over.
Zombs was hoping nobody was hiding around the exit of Lamps, and unfortunately there was. So Floppy with the double kill there, Leaf to clean up the 3rd, and Cloud9 will hang on towards A. They will hold on.
Lose POV, and aggression is actually going to come through once more for their defense. One of the things we largely saw from them in their prior maps was the fact that they love to kind of hit the extremities of the map quickly, but this time it's largely shut down by Sentinels. Sheriff's lighting things up. Zeta kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place here, but Floppy will rotate onto the site to hopefully give him a bit of assistance, and well, he's actually feeling confident enough to even pull up the Aldrin, but immediately cancels it as Tens finds one more connection through hookah, and that leads to numbers now for Sentinels in a 4v2.
It's going to come down to Mitch, who hasn't rotated over towards B. He's able to stay over on this side, misses the headshot. They know he's there now. There's a wall available. What can you do with it? Toxin Screen is making this a lot more difficult. This is not the ideal weapon. Shazam's on his way over. Should be able to find this kill. With only 1 play remaining, Zeta has to be the hero. 1 versus 4 with the Spectre, and Sentinels for what was around. They only came in with 1 gun. That's Spectre for second. 4 pistols. I mean, they're on a roll here. Sentinels can take 12.
Zeta's going to be tested early. Finds the first cleanly as well, mind you. Does he expect the second? Not as much. Dapper with the frenzy, holds down the trigger, finds the kill, and puts Sentinels. Both that Shazam is still lingering towards the outsides. Zombs. Oh, actually, he finds one, grabs the second incredibly. He was actually trying to still do a little bit of star dancing going through, picking up his utility, but gets the gun up at just the nick of time, finds a couple eliminations, and now Sentinels on their way through hookah, but they have to get through Floppy. They will spend 1 member to do that. 2v2 we go. Plant should be good.
Hunt is very available though, so can that be used? There it is, Zeta trying to stop the plant. We'll get a tag, a second. He's got to get the kill, and that's going to be Spike on the floor. That opens up the round entirely for Cloud9. The fact that Zeta gets a timing on this Hunter's Fury, having built it up over the past couple of rounds, Dapper now, does he have the confidence to plant this one? He has no idea where Cloud9 is. He's just got to go for this one. And it's going to be able to get it down in the sense where Cloud9 aren't in position to stop him anymore. With the Viper's pit being played, this 1 versus 2 from Dapper is certainly possible.
He's going to go the long way around. You see that smoke integrity? Halfway down. Both players to 1 HP off the decay. And he's completely wrapped. He's going to find 1 for free. Where's the last? not able to keep the pit up. So Mitch will get a little bit of regen. Toggles for the spike. Dapper sees his ponytail, but not gonna make a difference. Mitch still clutches things up. 3 kills in the round for him. And Cloud9 still in the map.
Cloud9 come back yet. They have a lot to play through before that conversation gets started.
Leaf made vulnerable. That'll be good for first blood for Sentinels. Still trying to push through this. Flash comes through, but Tens is able to stay safe from that zombs as well. Able to keep things even on the trades. One more flash out. But Sick is going to be able to pull out the showstopper to get the instant elimination.
Cosmic Divide is available, but they need more positioning at this point. That Astra ultimate's not going to help them at all. C9 Mitch has revealed his positioning, but I think Floppy is still unknown.
There's the divide comes through. Mitch has no idea where he's being tagged up from. It's Tapper from behind. Looking for the trade with the Bulldog is Floppy, but down to 11 HP. Here comes the trade. Sick finds it, no problem. And Sentinels will strike first in the grand finals. Mitch has been the one to pick up that operator. So that would have to happen again. Him on the Sentinel. First couple of shots from Tens and Sick are going to be great for first 2 kills. Data also tagged down low. Zombs will convert first 3 kills, favoring Sentinels.
2 versus 5, though. They need to find these frags.
And it comes down to can Mitch find the first kill. You have a long flank coming through pretty darn quickly. Mitch does find one, but it's immediately traded. Now it's down to Floppy. He gets revealed. Shazam able to follow up with the easy double. Zombs is already up close to lobby. We'll hear one. That's Mitch in the corner. He's also revealed. Here comes the next contestant. Finds the first. Needs more than that, though. Gets the second. Mitch will find the response, but it comes at a steep cost. Shazam, second one to peek. Does get tagged up heavily. Meanwhile, Leaf on the site has opened the door. That'll be great overall for Cloud9 as they now have some control in as Zeta picks up the Fallen Spectre. He converts onto Dapper, leaving things to Sick for a 1v3.
I mean, this is just all of Cloud9 walking up over towards A, and they'll find the 2 kills required. Sick will at least return one versus 2. Zeta's on low HP. You can find the wall back. There it is. Zeta straight through the wall. And the heal is still available. Blaze coming up. So maybe this is still doable for Sick. You see a plant though? No, Mitch has got the angle.
That will allow him a chance to play for Lurking Grill, but the offense is making its way on over. Showstopper out. It will not find anything though as Sentinels take the first 2 eliminations. Hunter's Fury is also a part of this play. Mitch with the spike has never worked his way on yet, and as Poised eventually gets revealed on the flank, he gets dealt with, leaving things to Floppy and Mitch. This would be a 2v4, now down to a 2v3.
Smoke comes on just in time to block out Tens' LOS there. Dapper holds on for a long time. There it is. Even dashing in. Classic at the ready, and that's Tens, baby. Hey, there's 3 players. He might get spotted by the Aldron. Could be contact over towards C as well. Zeta's thinking about who will get the kill. That's with the frenzy as well. That's possibly a free gun. Tens been traded. This is going well for Cloud9, and they still have...
In a very awkward position. Cosmic Divide coming through. Leaf.
Leaf.
Operator in hand, but misses the shot. Sick. Not gonna find anything though. He had an angle onto Leaf, you thought, but as Mitch is able to put his weight around the ring, into C. Leers are through. Poise also committing into the Empress. The gravity well slows things down. And Leaf, he actually dives right in, but the shots are not great. He's gonna get the slice and dice in. Floppy's able to find 2 behind it. Oh boy, a little bit of comical relief, but Sentinels are able to respond in part. And how about that from Shazam? Does take down Mitch through the Radianite box. That'll be the spike on the ground. The Poise still in the Empress, able to respond. Zombs up close though. Has anyone read that he's already on the site? They know where the spike is. So as soon as he hears a sound cue, maybe there's a chance for him to get a timing on a peek and turn this into a 1v1. There's the first cue coming through. Finds the shots, gets the headshot, but it's Poise.
Strong on this defense so far, especially Zombs, who's had multiple kills. Straight away onto 1.
Zombs finding 1 is great. Shock Dart comes through, making life a little bit easier, but the dismiss will keep the player alive. Poised, responding, eventually gets the second, and all the overheal comes in. Spike will be collected. Poised trying to commit for it. Long flank coming around the back from Tens. Quickly making its way on for retake though is Sick. He finds the easy elimination. You're saying that the play is coming around to A, but the spike is actually being planted right on top of B. So the A control through the site in favor of Cloud9 Blue, but they're not able to find the eliminations. Zombs is going to take down the Empress of Poise. Leaf up top trying to change the angle. Nobody expected that, so we go to a 4v3 favoring Cloud9. Sentinels need to clear this player out, and they do so pretty darn quickly. So now it's just down to the retake. Tens from one side. Dapper and Sick were trying to play the other. Floppy in the back. Waiting to see anything out of Tens. Dark cover still keeping him safe. Zeta gonna check, but gets caught. But Floppy's still able to get the trade. 1v2 situation for Dapper. Not a lot of time to play for with the defuse, and it's not going to be possible. Just looking for eliminations at this point. Won't even grab any of those. Cloud9 Blue make it a 1-round half.
Early picks, and they will have the player advantage 5v4.
Yeah, Sick was also trying to play a bit aggressive, just tag down low, but Tens with the operator. Now onto the knives, finds himself a second. Floppy will keep the numbers even as he is able to find a trade away. So a 3v3 situation, but Tens on these knives, you feel like could potentially be the key. A couple of them will miss though, and Leaf will punish. So now a 3v2, Shazam and Sick on absolutely critical HP. Sick will return back after the run it back to 100 health, but the spike over towards the C site means that this is going to be one heck of a rotation in Shazam. So now Floppy can turn his attention, but he's on 62 health. Sentinels are going to try to overwhelm this. Here comes the double peek. Floppy finds the first and able to grab the second. 4 in the round for Floppy, and we exit the first half at a deadlock tie at 6. Blake through. Sentinels already onto the A site, but they're coming back to long. They're going to try to find a way to get this kill onto Poised. Also with them is Leaf, and the isolation is beautiful. Mitch able to keep things interesting as he finds 2. But even still, with all of that said, it's a 1v2 situation.
Well, the recon's back online. That will be played. You just expect pretty quickly. This is the only real advantage Zeta has. He would need to use it. He's revealed his position, missed the first couple of shots, and now the fight's on.
Doesn't get any information off the recon bolt. This will be a really tough gunfight with the Frenzy against the Shields of Tens. First battle will come through, but it's actually Sick who stays behind. All drones will confirm information on both parties through the middle of the map. But you already have Tens moving aggressively onto the site, able to take down Floppy. The gravity well is actually a little bit against him there, but doesn't make much of a difference. Zeta's trying to hold down the trigger on the Odin, not going to find too much. With this Sick spamming in return, finds a double. There was that run it back coming through to find so much value. And everything is up to Mitch. He does find one isolated. Maybe a chance for a second, but no. Just as soon as he tries to get under the banister in the window, Sick finds his 3rd kill.
Yeah, well played by Dapper. They had a cage available. I thought maybe they were going to get caught on the exit, but no. Shazam might be one catching, though. That's a free headshot. So, I mean, this is Central's heads up, just able to find and identify where Cloud9 are going to be able to come through from, knowing that, yeah, they're going to aggressively walk on through. Dapper's still around, by the way. It is 3v4, but Dapper could find a timing. Ken's already got Zeta down, and there it is, Dapper on the back end. They've cleaned him up just out of Floppy, 29 HP. And he has to do something this round. I mean, you can't afford to give this one away. It will be 11 for Sentinels, and Floppy has to do it all.
They're playing this from behind. So pressure on the backside of this play. Shazam alleviates by finding the first blood. Floppy responds. That's the spike carrier also down. We're going to go 4v4. Floppy still holding his ground. Dapper, the next one to challenge, gets tested by Poised, but is equal to the task. And now Tens moves forward, finds the second elimination, and Sentinels will have a numbers advantage in the 3v2. But Zeta does keep things level with that trade through mid-window.
Mitch needs a gun. He can't get one. Mitch will be up now. 1 tap, 1 kill here would be beautiful. That trap wire might give him the advantage. It does not allow him to get the tap, though. So now it is just Zeta. Hunter's Fury hasn't been used yet. That would have been good. I mean, the Hunter's Fury would have prevented the plant, or at least slowed things down. Zeta could have been pushed, though, so it's maybe a good idea not to do it. 5 HP, finds a headshot onto Zombs. Can it be possible? No. Shazam will lock it down. He's fine.
I was going to have to use it. Updraft, just trying to stay away from the paint shell Semtex. Tag down to below 50 health, but Sick has made his way forward, and nobody expected this play whatsoever. Completely concealed the entire way. Now they'll run it back in combination. The recon bolt not going to find any eliminations. Zeta on the flank from Dirage, able to find 1. Give him a second. Looking for the 3rd, but it goes pinstripe into the kill feed. We've got ourselves a now 2v2 as Mitch holds on to 1 more. But everything turns on to Floppy. 1v2 to keep Cloud9 Blue alive. And Shazam with the spike is going to rotate over to plant over at C. Floppy maybe going to be tested, and he will. So the first one down, 1v1 with Shazam. Shots decent, but not good enough. Shazam with their 3-2 split for now, largely just kind of hugging onto both spike sites.
There's the ball coming up, and Mitch beats the timing. He just goes over, peeks through the nebula, takes down Sick, and also the spike being revealed. Meanwhile, Tens had control over towards Robs, needs to win this 1v1 versus Poised for the important gravity well. Tries to lock him up, but there comes a dash and Leaf on the other end, gets the double, and this should be the round now for Cloud9. Just the one alive. Dapper can't get it done.
Spike rotating over towards top ropes. Yep, there's the picture. Alarm bot's there, but Mitch still gets turned down by Dapper. So now all of a sudden, Sentinels have an avenue to work with. Rotating quickly is Cloud9 to get through screens, but Zeta gets red, but not well enough apparently, as he does still find elimination. Leaf up top, able to find one more, and it comes down to Dapper at 8 HP. Long range finds the first, but how do you get the other two is the question. He's going to reposition, try to use the spike placement off of how he can maybe clutch this. Dark cover going to make life difficult. Leaf also watching this, finds their third elimination.
They had a heaven control. They're actually into vents now, rotating back over. Tens in a position in heaven, but contact will be found down bottom, and Floppy wins another 1v1. The reason Sick dies, by the way, is that you see the smoke on the mini-map. It was there over towards B main. Floppy uses that where he just gets the perfect timing on the smoke, and now the rest of Sentinels trying to get through towards B, trying to rotate, and they're completely shut down. Shazam with the operator. I mean, there's still 35 seconds, so it's not even like he can freely save it just yet. His positioning has been revealed, and he's got to hold on for dear life.
Not going to be allowed to. You saw Cloud9 as soon as they recognized where he was. Everyone
will be pushing up over towards me. Won't see anything. Poised on the other hand doesn't get the shot into tens.
Now aggression. Dismiss comes forward, checks so much information. The neural theft also allowed to come out. Now the peak. Sentry turret denied, but Mitch still able to double up. Meanwhile, over towards B, Sick does find one elimination, but Mitch working on his third collects. Spike down still in market. Keep that in the back of your mind. And Cloud9 are going to safely play the backside of their spawn. Timing, good for Mitch, working on the ace. It's just Shazam with an operator, playing from the low ground.
Seen this before.
Yep, we sure have. Just comes down to the timing overall. Mitch, not going to give him an angle as of yet. Shazam, the one required to make the play, comes up the ramps, and it's an ace from Mitch. If things do get dicey. Sentinel stacking, here comes the first play. The Leer a little bit too late. Cloudburst will not really do too much. As Poised tries to move forward, still with the shorty, but it's Sick. Puts him down. Barrier orb trying to be placed. Mitch finds a second. Not going to get a third as Dapper is there for just enough assistance.
Not sure why Poised wants to get that aggressive. You know, is he just overconfident there? It does kind of cost him lives. Cost him Mitch as well. I mean, that's a lockdown gun. That's like a lot of your ultimates gone, unfortunately, and for Sentinels. Yeah, they can't get a res, but the 3v2 is still good. Zeta doesn't quite have his ultimate online. No, Rolling Thunder has at least got a couple of flashes. One has been burnt, gets Leaf onto site. Second one now burned as well. Leaf needs to get a couple of kills. Close by a member. It's going to be Dapper. Through the wall, maybe? Not quite. We'll get the kills anyway. C9 Leaf has managed to put himself into a 1v1 against Shazam. 12 HP. Shazam on full. Shazam only needs one shot, and for Leaf,
he doesn't think it.
Time working against him.
Shazam is completely concealed. He has not been a part of any of these fights. Leaf thinks that he's up top. Oh my goodness, the patience from Shazam pays off in a major way. They were waiting for the alarm bot to come through first, but there was only one player forward, so now the aggression coming out. It's still being forced, like a round peg in a square hole, and Tens will punish. Finds himself two. There's the third, and I believe they still know that Zeta is nearby as well. The resurrection comes through. Sick is able to convert as soon as he puts the hands down for the res to find the fourth elimination, leaving things down to Leaf. Nothing for him to do. Oh, Sick is going to hear this push through. Finds the first, needs to get the second, and does. Dapper, meanwhile, off screen. He's playing a solo mission topside A. He was able to find another Elin, but Leaf and Zeta are responding back beautifully to allow the defense maybe a chance at stabilizing, but as Shazam will be the victor of B main, it leaves Leaf again in a clutch-up situation. 1v3, dropping down from ropes, and he's tagged up so heavily. No chance there, and now all of a sudden, Sentinels building some momentum. Let's not count our chickens before they hatch, but Shazam, first blood, also sees Floppy. Thought for a second he was going to still have the angle locked in, even though he was smoked up, but it's Sick who gets the traditional way. So a 5v3 situation, Cloud9 going to be forced to retake, and they want to start maybe going quickly. H-Shells comes through, but the slow orb will push everything back. Tens, considering where exactly they want to plant this spike, and as the neural depth comes out, spike simultaneously gets planted down low. Leaf trying to come on through, double blast pack play, but the barrier orb will deny. Zombs up top with Tens working this on a crossfire, and they flawlessly execute, they flawlessly hold, scurrying away, but no, Sick is going to hold this for the plan. He will likely be detained afterwards, so help is going to be here, or need to be here rather, for Sentinels, but the fault line actually is going to delay a lot of players from being able to retrain their aim forward. Tens in the Empress, shut down, 2-for-2 exchange. Up top now, Leaf good for a second. Zom's the next one up on the high ground. Shazam's still sniping, but that's down low. And he actually gets the pistol out to find another elimination, but now it's down to Zombs. And not going to be able to get the angle. Leaf was holding it largely all the way through. And the spike is a part of this play, so this very well could be an opportunity to move forward. The paint shells again connect so heavily. Tens is completely flashed up at the gravity well. Will give him a chance to respond. Also the Devourer coming through to get him back to near full health pool. But still, Cloud9 on their way forward. It's Sick for 3 in the corner. Mitch trying to keep the play alive, but not going to be allowed. Sick finds 4. At least some of that sight line away. Zombs a part of this. Here comes the timing. Nobody even looks at Shazam. Finds first blood. Has the cloud burst to stay safe. Now it's down to Zombs to try to hold.
Poised is deep though, and this is where Sick drops down. They don't spot him. They don't spot anybody. Sentinels have gotten all these kills for free. There's not been a single response. Finally, Zeta gets Shazam down at least to make things more competitive, but it's only Mitch alive. And a multi-frag for Sick, who will now have a res. Could even pop one onto Shazam. Probably won't need to. As it'll just be the token kill coming through for Mitch. Goes down on their first half of this map, and currently Sentinels are on the way.
Although first blood is going to be good. Tens has pushed forward with the slow orb, but he doesn't know which way to check, and Mitch will find the kill for free. Rolling Thunder was also spent. Zombs in a heap of trouble. Still finds the elimination. Second one up, takes care of Poise. How have you done that? And look at the rest of the C9 members. They're still coming over through sewer, so a resurrection's in play. Zombs nearly good for a third. And now Dapper's in a position to try to convert. Zeta does win the opportunity to plant as Floppy finds 2 from ramps. So we go back to a 2v3 situation. Sick, even though he's fault line, still finds a kill. Shazam gets a read. The lockdown, though, in play. Already halfway to fuse. Looking for the full stick. Sick will clutch things up.
And Poised does have knives out for the Jet Blade Storm. It's always very important. Here we go, Empress. Tens knows it's coming up. Already 5v4 though. Mitch has been dropped down. Tens needs to reset. We'll finally get that one, but at the cost of Dapper. Tens with a couple. Tens or tens, what I'm trying to say. Just down to the one now. Poised with the knives. Has to go up against the Empress, and Tens is looking fine.
Oh, but he gets the reset. There's an opportunity still. Full HP, full armor. Cloud burst allows him to get the spike. And he just barely escapes. Not a lot of time remaining. Oh, gonna get a chance. Does tag up Tens just slightly. But this is gonna have to be a B commit. There's not enough time for him to get all the way back over towards A, and the high ground will be the next obstacle. And Sick makes use of it. Just a little play with elevation off the box. Sentinels.
That ends up helping the side of Cloud9. Possible contact here. Leaf doesn't quite get boost. So has the time with the second with a headshot.
Yeah, good help to get the barrier orb down before it fortifies as well, because there would have been maybe an exit for Sick, but not allowed. Floppy going to be able to use from the shadows to get onto site. After putting a cyber cage, he's going to have to play his life through main, but he's going to be completely overwhelmed. 5v2 situation. Cloud9 looking really clean. And it started with the first blood with Zeta, who survived with 8 HP through B main. Now Mitch gets the spike down.
But 2 versus 5, Sentinels won't do it. So Cloud9 are finally back on the board. They'll finally get a round and a half. We'll make it 9 and 10. Just the one difference between the two teams.
Zombs making this punishing, though. Gonna continue to play forward. Plenty of cash to work with. Sees Floppy, sees Mitch, but the headshots will not connect. So backing on up to the vendor spawn. He'll stay safe.
Looks like Cloud9 actually do want to play through the smoke itself. Yeah, Poised his eyes. Rolling Thunder's going to catch Zombs. Zombs could be in trouble. Has to come down a sec.
He finds the first. Poise was watching the back elbow check the entire way. So no chance for Sick to make a play. Now it's just down to Shazam. Only real opportunity for him is to get the lurking kill onto Mitch, who was able to lock down first blood, by the way, off screen, and Tens' position moved forward. Next one up will be able to capitalize, and now we go 10-10.
Now 10 and 10 makes things, like I said, much more competitive. Can we get over towards B, though? Trying to get past the trap wise. This time the gravity well. Haven't seen if it's been used yet. Has to slow things down. Ends down early. It's 5v4.
Dapper found a lot of damage, but no eliminations. Leaf, one more. That was the heroic rifle of Shazam that they were able to eliminate. Spike will be planted. Looking for a flawless. Zombs scouted out in the backside of B tower. Dealt with by Leaf. Paint shells just in case there's a second, but Sick on the judge will avoid any incoming damage, and now an opportunity maybe to find some exits through this angle. But there are contestants coming from behind, and there's a lot of them. First one finds it, second one will grab it, so at least some punish. It won't be a flawless for Cloud9, but the play forward for Cloud9, and well, Zombs tried to hold his ground, gets dealt with. Leaf still thinking about pushing forward. Paint shells and Boombot committed. And will he push through this? We'll try to. Spam shots coming through initially. spike has not yet been planted, and as Shazam and Sick find some counter trades, there's still an opportunity here for Sentinels to actually contest this post plant very quickly. Neural Theft will come out. Zeta looking for the flash, does get 2. Does he expect Sick to still be holding that same corner though is the real question. Nanostorm also coming out, but Tens finds elimination, trying to work his way from the high ground. Zeta for a couple, and it just leaves things down to Floppy. 1v2 situation, the spike is still planted in his favor, but the resurrection comes through. The spam shot through the cloud burst will be good.
Rolling Thunder into Heaven clears it. Paranoia follows through. Now have the entire control.
Shazam in a bit of trouble. Leaf trying to move forward. Floppy able to find first blood, but oh, it's a firing squad in the back. Poised able to at least respond to one in kind, so numbers still holding for Cloud9. Floppy, big 1v1 in the back. That will trap up Shazam pretty fully. Trying to get together for Zombs to maybe try to approach this 2v4, but as the spike is planted, look where the defense is now kind of gonna have to clear. You've got all 4 members of Cloud9 sitting in corners.
It's just enough time to try it. Zombs will go for it. Pick up a gun, a couple of members right in front of him, one to the left as you check it. Floppy first up, gets the kill, and there it is. That is basically going to condemn Shazam to saving. Shazam could just blaze from the next round, but the operator is very important for those opening frags, and if possible, take it away.
He's hearing the footsteps. Poise dealt with.
One gravity while pushing. Here we go. Tens is ready. Tens has got to do it all.
He's able to find one, gets the dismiss. Sick is there for help. How have they managed it so cleanly? Second flash coming through. Tens trying to spam to the cyber cage, but it's Sick who does get the trade for Dapper. Shazam is also committed the blades into the mix, but the opening engagements, Avril.
Is the road for Sentinels to take it to OT. Shazam with the operators already onto the line. This is going to be tough. First kill coming up. Should be a freebie. That's it. Mitch by himself now. 1 versus 4. Not feeling great for the chances. Will get Sick down. Can he get even more than that? We'll have to recover the spike as Shazam is watching it. He kills Shazam, actually. He has no idea where they're going to come from. Has eyes on Evan. Oh, all of this, the turret, the alarm bot, everything.
He's got the utility. There's the first one. Now the lockdown's been earned. He's going to set this one up as well. Zombs going to take the challenge and take it in hand. Nearly a 1v4 clutch up for Mitch. Turned aside at the last second. And we're going to go to overtime. Dapper is playing a deep, lurking role. He's just kind of toggling these vents, and well, how about it? The first couple of kills are decent. Dapper making his play now from behind, finds the 3rd straight kill for Sentinels. It's a 3v2 situation, some abbreviated health pools, but Sick playing with elevation, finds one. Boys, not gonna be able to clutch up the double.
They get through into Heaven though. Again, that star's gonna be pretty annoying, and Tens can play off it. That combo's been pretty deadly. Sick will take down Floppy, so that's going to be the lurk taken care of. Nothing to talk about over towards A, straight towards Heaven. Can it get done? Dapper for a couple of kills, and that might be it. 5 versus 2, Cloud9. That could be tournament over.
Tens will fall though. Mitch trying to keep the play alive. It's Zombs and Dapper working together. Aftershock will push them out. Zeta gonna be good for 2. This would be a 1v3 for him, but not gonna happen. Bulls on parade. Sick finds the final kill. Sentinels in 3 maps are your champions of challengers number 2.